It's time now for the Period Chill evening news on this Tuesday evening, August 25th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your top news headlines are at 6:40 p.m. here on this Tuesday evening, August 25th, 2015 here. And our top story here at 6:40 p.m. on this Tuesday evening here is U.S. stocks initially jumped Tuesday, but the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq all faltered as Wall Street sought to rebound from some of Monday's 580-point drop in the Dow when a stock market wrapped that sent. And take a look at the stock markets, how they fared. Today, all in the red. Here, down 15,666.44, down 204.91 points. S&P 500, 1867.81, down 25.60 points. And Nasdaq 4,506.49, down 19.76 points. Donald Trump's trolling of Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly on Twitter isn't hurting her standard with viewers as the Kelly foul delivered 3.1 million views on Monday, the program's largest audience of the year, and followed more than the rest of the cable news networks. Here, a man who once jumped the fence at the White House was shot and killed at a Pennsylvania courthouse Tuesday after slashing a sheriff's deputy with a knife, an official said. A year ago, before he lost 30 pounds, raised $10 million, and announced plans to run for President, Jeb Bush currently celebrated an anniversary as one Bush gets praised for his handling of hurricanes, including Katrina in 2005. Speaking of Katrina, in Houston, a Congress region zoned from the seats of Hurricane Katrina has planted itself more than 300 miles from home. Its members say that new lives for the past decade have been here, but their spiritual roots remain in New Orleans where they were. The latest in the arrest of the suspect after a report of the gun in the West Virginia high school. A prosecutor says she plans to pursue charges against a 14-year-old boy taken in the custody to say a hostage situation took place at high school, the authority has said. Season so. Don Orsil leaving Boston Red Sox TV broadcast after this season here. And in world news, Brussels, thousands of refugees, most fleeing wars in Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan have been taken northward from the Balkans in recent days. It covered to the Europe woefully unprepared to deal with him at every step. A lion has attacked a tour guide in the same safari park in which much-loved lion was killed by a U.S. tourist. A lion has attacked and killed a safari guide in the same African game park in which Cecil Lion was controversially hunted down in July. South Sudanese soldiers have raped children, burned people in 11 homes, and hunted others for days in an increasingly brutal war. In Tehran, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has slated to hold a press conference on Saturday afternoon, as this will be Rouhani's third press conference in the Falls in Government Week. The Presidential Office Communications Director, Professor Smile, said. Louisiana State Police Trooper Stephen Vincent, 43, was critically injured Sunday and killed after reports say he was shot in the head during a traffic stop in Calcasieu Parish. In New York, yards of 40 Tuesday announced the arrest of the chief executive officer and 6 employees of Rent Boy. In Jackson, Mississippi, a federal judge has temporarily blocked the state of Mississippi from carrying out executions as U.S. District Judge Henry T. Wingate issued a temporary restraining order Tuesday in the case where 3 inmates are sued. The Federal Reserve's annual powwow in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which kicks off this week, is expected to be sparsely attended by U.S. China has reduced its main interest rate to boost its economy of the boost group as the People's Bank of China cut its key lending rate by 0.25%, points to 4.6% in effort to calm stock markets after 2 days of turmoil. In Houston, BP has restarted a large distillation unit of a refinery outside Chicago that broke down in August, having caused a jump in gasoline prices across the Midwest. Home prices in Denver have risen at the fastest pace in any city in the country, according to S&P Dow Jones Indices. Just days before returning to her Las Vegas residency, Celine Dion is sharing some details from the past year occurring for Renee Angel, her terminally ill husband. Is she'll be there and she'll die in her arms. There, said Dion. The physicists offered a new theory that may solve one of the most debated points in astronomy against Stephen Hawking and the 40-year debate on black hole mystery. German researchers named new spaces as prophets after former National Security Agency contractor Edward Snowden. In July, scientists spotted a rare South Pacific nautilus, considered to be one of the rarest animals on Earth for the first time in 3 decades. Taking 1 or 2 baby aspirins they may, after at least 5 years, was tied to a lower risk of colorectal cancer in a study from Denmark. Women who eat healthy diets prior to pregnancy are less likely to have a baby born with a heart defect. Researchers report. A star athlete from Texas, the fighter was left after the teen is suspected of contracting deadly amoeba that infects the brain. Peter Channel News Time, 6:45. Time about it for a sports report here. Boston Red Sox will be squared off against the Chicago White Sox in a second of a 3-game series at Comiskey Park at 8:10 p.m. here. South Williamsport, Pennsylvania, ESPN removed Kurt Schilling from his broadcast team for the Little League World Series on Tuesday because of the nighttime Muslim treat. Free agent quarterback Makovic was meeting with the Steelers in Pittsburgh on Tuesday, sources told ESPN. Adam Schefter and Justina Anderson. The Denver Broncos and guard Evan Mathis agreed in terms of a one-year deal that sources told ESPN is worth for $4 million. Here, Peter Channel News Time is out 6:46 here at Town Alpha. Trevor born in this late Tuesday evening here, and 95 minutes Satman side sold for Route 146 in downtown Providence here. 95 and 24 Satman sold from 128 here. 128 on the Satman side sold from Route 130 Canton all the way up to the Braintree split here. Route 3 on the Satman side sold for the Braintree split to Route 18 in Weymouth here. Southeast Expressway Satman side sold for Route 3 in Quincy all the way up to the Braintree split here. 93 on the northbound side, we have an accident here. On 93 northbound side, we have an accident in Medford and Somerville near exit 31, Route 16, so expect a few delays around the areas. 93 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Somerville all the way out to Stoneham here. And 93 on the northbound side is backed up from Stoneham to Route 128 right here. 93 on the northbound side is backed up from the Pike all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. Mass back in the eastbound side, so from South Boston all the way out to Logan Airport via the Ted Williams Tunnel here. Mass back westbound, so around the Ted Williams Tunnel, so around the Austin Brant tolls in the hip brake scan for the Newton corner and hip brake scan after Route 120 in the west and all the way out to Natick here. Doing an accident on them. Mass back on the westbound side after Route 128 in Wested here. 128 on the southbound side is so from for the Burlington stretch here. Highways in Worcester are looking good here. Mass back in the eastbound side get an accident in Charlton, so expect few delays here. Route 1 in the northbound side is slow from Revere all the way out to Saugus here. Route 3 in the northbound side, so from Route 62 in Bedford all the way up into the Billerica here. 495 in the southbound side, slow doing an accident before Route 3 in Lowell, so expect some delays here. Up in New Hampshire, 93 in both ends of the Manchester, New Hampshire slow, 93 in both ends, slow around the Hooksville Toll Plaza area, and every turnpike slow after Route 93 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. And the main turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow for the New Gloucester stretch here. Okay, let's take a look at MBTA alerts here at 6:48 here. Green Line experiencing minor delays due to signal problem at Park Street. Mattapan trolley experiencing minor outbound delays due to a disabled train at Mattapan. Commuter rail. Providence Solar Line train 8:22, 5:12 p.m. from Providence delayed today due to mechanical problem. 30 to 40 minutes here. Ferries all looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 6:48. Time now for a weather report here, and it's a clear blue day here in Norton here right now here, but out west of us. And out to the west, this is a line of showers and thunderstorms from the Springfield area, stretching it down for Winsted and Torrington, Connecticut, and stretching out for New Milford, Brickfield, and Denver, Connecticut, around east of Yorktown, New York State. And another batch of rain showers and storms from Athol up into east of Keene and Jeffrey, and up into Manchester and Hookson and Concord, New Hampshire. That's why 93 and 293 were slow around that area here due to the heavy rain here, and another batch of line of heavy rain showers from south of Montpelier, down I-89, west of Lebanon, and west of Claremont, New Hampshire here. And a lot of rain showers in central ports of New Hampshire, east of west of Conway here. And a patch of rain showers east of Brunswick here. And I'm going to... This cell is going to be headed towards the Springfield area, so the Springfield area is not out of the woods yet in the showers and thunderstorms here. This is another cell that head towards Waterbury, so Waterbury... Watch out for some showers and thunderstorms here. And another cell from Holyoke straight headed towards Greenfield and Athol. And another cell from Athol down for Jeffrey here. And another cell from Manchester stretching down 101 here. Okay. The latest on Erica. Erica. Okay, the latest on Tropical Storm Erica, 15.6 to north, 52.8 to west. Max the same winds 40 miles per hour. Tropical Storm Erica, movement west at 20 miles per hour, and expect to become a tropical storm, and it's going to reach hurricane strength by about 2 p.m. Sunday by the time it reaches Bahamas here. Okay. 7 day. Nope. Let's take a look at the hazard weather outlook here. Day 1 tonight, a few strong and severe thunderstorms are possible across central and western Massachusetts and to the northern Connecticut. Throughout this evening, the main threats will be locally heavy downpours and strongly damaging straight line wind gusts here. Day 2 for 7, Wednesday for Monday, all clear. Alright, 7 day forecast goes like this. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms may before midnight. 7 storms could have gusts and winds and heavy rain. Petrobog will 11 p.m. Then Petrobog up to 2 a.m. Was. Most of the guys got a little about 600 degrees and some about 5 to 8 miles becoming common at midnight. The chance rate is 40%. New rain about less than 7 minutes. Check time on possible thunderstorms here. Wednesday, Petrobog for 8 a.m. Was. Mostly south got about 84 degrees and calm wind becoming. What's 6 miles in the afternoon. Wednesday night, most coast got about 60 degrees and calm wind. Thursday, Sunday, most coast got about A1 about 58 degrees and west about 3 to 8 miles with a wind shifting to the northwest around 3 to 5 miles an hour here. For Friday, Sunday, both coasts got about 79 about 59 degrees. Saturday, both Sunday, the podcast got about 85 about 63 degrees. Sunday, both Sunday, the podcast got about 85 about 65 degrees. Monday, both Sunday, podcast got about 87 about 65 degrees. And for Tuesday, both sides got about 89 degrees. Not temperature currently at 6:52, standing at 83 degrees with a humidity 57%, and it's fair skies. And that is going to be it for the Pewter Channel Evening News here on this Tuesday evening, August 25th, 2015. Previously, have a good evening, goodbye today. I'll see you at a late night report at 11 o'clock or later. Right up the White Sox game and sports man.